with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Check 53's Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a let's go. It's going to be a long day. Mike. 53, Mike.
He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for Baltimore.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Landry again, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He finds Beckham complete. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. No score. Alert! He's checking. Real. Set. Protein spill. 5.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Reset. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 22, check. Mama. 22, check. Mama. Check. Mike. 53, Mike.
Finding room inside the 40, and all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
53, check 53.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 37 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come from behind. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Double time. Double time. Everyone, swing. Kill.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Got it. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 43. Bang, 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 bang. 64. Wait. Shut up.
This time Jackson will throw it. This one complete to Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram as the first half is winding down. As the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go. Hey, Delta. Here we go again. Mike's 57, run. Watch the run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Room here to run. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, 60 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Go. Switch. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go one more.
He's got it. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Whip.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Let's go now. Go. Watch the edge.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 12. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Regular. Go. Check Mike 57. 3 bucks.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns get a score closer. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score, Ravens 28, Browns 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this.